Welcome, KEG Racing fans, to another race here in the Netherlands for round 14. Looking forward to continuing on our streak here. It's one win so far from last race in, where were we last time? Belgium. But look, that's the beginning of something. It was a dominating win from us there, and we're looking to do the same sort of thing here. I do like the Netherlands track. The place where Danny Ricciardo broke his wrist. I do like that corner. So I'm hoping that this is where we start mounting our comeback. Really looking forward to... I keep saying really looking forward to, but I'm looking forward to it. So I guess rather than talk about more of what happened on the last race and everything like that, let's get in to see what happened during practice and qualifying, and then get ready for the main race. Good start by the team here with me topping the charts, Armstrong 4th. That really put some confidence in me that we should do alright, both of us should do alright at this race. Heading into free practice 2, I again am quickest. Marcus Armstrong sliding into 14th on mediums. Not so confident now, but it is only free practice. You know, people are doing different things. Again, I top those charts. Armstrong jumping up 7 spots to 7th. It starts to look good. So heading into Q1, feeling good. And then this. Size of 110.1. We weren't that fast during practice, so...
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
Not what we wanted, so crashing out into Q1, Armstrong getting into 7th, goes on to Q2, and as the game is, we don't know where he ended up, so we've got to pay some close attention to when the grid lineup gets announced later on in this as we go into the race, and see where he ended up. So we're going to be starting near the back of the pack, if not at the back of the pack, and it's going to be a bit of a task to get through the grid and get anywhere decent. The main hope is really going to be for points, but we're going to get more into that as we look at the strategy that we are going to use. Speaking on that one, let's get into it and see, one, where Armstrong ended up, and two, what we did on this race. Look out for Mercedes, not for us.
We've got that relief of having points on the board finally, so let's keep that form up and get another top 10 finish today, please.
I don't know if we undercut here and go on the softs onto the mediums. I mean, we're at the back of the pack, why not? So why not do like 5 laps on the softs? Hang on, let's see how that would look. Medium, nope, softs. Pitted about lap 8 on the softs. We'd be struggling at the end on those tyres. What about in the hards? But the hards would get us there. Do we chance it? I mean, as long as we don't go too far out from the main ones. Well, the softs take a little bit. I feel like the mediums are the better option. So let's maybe 9 laps on those. The rest all the way on there. Yeah, that looks alright. It's in there going 12. We pit a little earlier. I reckon we do that. I reckon we try it. Alright, let's do that.
Driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, just ahead of George Russell, who starts this event from P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Sainz, Norris, Verstappen, Perez, Armstrong, Gasly, Ocon, Magnussen, Albon, Leclerc, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Stroll, Oscar Piastri, Tsunoda, Bottas, Liam Lawson, Sargent, Kyle, and Zhou Guanyu. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track.
Hang on a sec. Technical difficulties there. Alright, here we go. Lights are out, away we go. Sitting at the back of the pack here. Trying to make sure that we get through the first corners fine, trying to get a wind our way. I'm going to dangerously come into this corner, take it very, very gently. We've got a good strategy. Oh no, we're not going to come last here. Zhao comes through. And now we're struggling to keep ourselves there. Right at the back of the pack is not where we wanted to start. We'll take over a few spots here. And away we go. Whoa. Nearly getting our nose wing taken off there as we sit there in front of Stroll. And Lawson are catching up to. Oh, not like where I like starting, so we're trying not to do any damage too early. And away we go. Lawson, Stroll looking to trying to get past us here, so we've got to leave him a bit of space as we come out to the outside. He looks back on the inside there and then thinks better of it and comes out. We're still trying to catch up to Lawson and the rest of them there. We haven't taken up too many point spots.
That start was okay.
Point spots, you know. Trying to concentrate and commentate at the same time. It's alright, we're going to just trust in our process. We are going to be pitting early, but we want to do that so that they all do it and we can fly past them, but we can't go too far away from the leaders. So signs of the 1:15 for the fastest lap over the first lap as we go to take over Lawson here. Come out as we go into the corner. Oh, Bottas didn't know what he was doing then. He moves over to take over, to defend the line as we come through and we take Lawson on that corner. Nice and soft and without any real risk as we try to look on the outside of Bottas, but he defends that way, so we'll go up on the inside now and take him over and look at Piastri will be our next one as Bottas stays up next to us and he finally gives us the spot as we go a little bit slower around this corner, trying to catch Piastri as our next target. Oh, a little bit wide on that corner there, doesn't go off the tracks. Bottas looked on the inside and then pulled out of it as we come back onto our line and nearly hit him, I'd imagine. And then we still haven't lost too much time away from Piastri there, so if we can catch him and get him, or maybe on this corner, we'll look down on the inside. No, we're not going to get it this time. Jesus, not the corner to try and do something heroic as we go a little bit wider as we broke out of that. And we're still not too far behind. DRS is going to be activated, I think, this lap. So we should be able to do some good overtaking here. So if we continue to keep patient, we should be fine. As we'll get Piastri with the same move into the first corner. I'll give him some space. Wide around that first corner, but not too far off the line, and we managed to take him. Now it's Tsunoda, our next one. We can keep this up, we will be doing all right. We've got 6 more laps before we need to pit, and that's okay. As we look up on the inside of Tsunoda now, and do we take him? We do. A little bit of room for him there as he fights us on the spot, but no, that's ours. Now it's Ricciardo. Can we get Ricciardo as, whoa, Tsunoda looks like he tried to take out our back wing there and take out his own nose wing as we cut a corner almost. And slow, oh no, this time track limits now. Tsunoda right behind us now as we try and bend our way through this track. Looks like Piastri went the hards as we were looking at doing. But we've gone a different one to try and keep ourselves in touch with these guys. As we're sitting at 15th now, just working our way up is the way we want it to be. Looking at Ricciardo now. Can we get him along this straight? As he has a DRS as well, but we've got the faster one as we're going. We're going to do the same move as we've always been doing. But Stroll's slowing it down for us as we leave Ricciardo some room there. We go out wide off the track a little bit. Do we manage to keep the spot? We do. And without going over the lines according to the stewards. So it's good for us. There's caution from the first sector. Someone's tagged someone. So far, so good. Whoa. Oh,
okay,
Jesus.
Don't worry about it, mate. It can happen to the best of us. Now look,
oh, yes.
Strategy option for you.
5-second penalty? Oh, you're kidding.
To reduce your pace. It looks like there's a high amount of debris on the track. Be careful. Got that confirmed.
Yeah, we'll go on to it. Oh, that was nearly it for us. I nearly got around everyone. We would have absolutely flown with that 5-second penalty. We'll take that now during this safety car. It's a full safety car, so we will get that chance. Is everyone else going to pit here and go on to mediums? If they don't, we may have a chance of winning this here. We should probably go the hards, actually, at this point. Do I have the time? No, it doesn't look like I do. Oh, no. Come on.
We don't currently have the data for that request.
I don't care. Do it. All right. Back at the end of the pack. Have we done the right thing here? Oh. Can't believe we hit him. We'll take this penalty now. He's like, restart when we come back in. It's about a 7-second pit stop we're looking for here. A little bit early on that one, and here we go.
Fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting.
All right, bit of a change of tactic here, but when we're sitting on the 4th lap and we've done it, we could have, if we had hit that, we wouldn't have pitted, but we didn't. So now we're on a fresh set of tyres with a new nose ring right at the back of the pack again, but now there's a chance that we're going to be able to get some points here, possibly the win as we bunch back up with everyone. So Piastri was sitting on the hards as well. I'm sure he'll stay on them, as now we race to catch back up to the pack. "20 seconds is going to tell me that they're going to do another lap before we catch them, but that's okay. Try and heat these tyres up as we go along. I'm so annoyed that we managed to smack that. If we hadn't hit Leclerc, we were doing really well. Managed to dodge and then hit, so. But no more 5-second penalty, we're free to race. As we catch back up to everyone here. Could this have worked out for us in the end? Oh. So Perez is out. Don't know what happened to him there. I'll make sure we get that in the replays for the highlights. And now we crashed into someone, so now we're at the back, but we could not have asked for it better to happen during a safety car. So this isn't hurting us too much. Lap 6 we're already up to now. We'll see how we go. Jesus, know what the game's doing. Flipping around there. So Sainz, Russell, Norris, our boys sitting there in 8th doing really well. I can't believe we were 15th. We were catching. But now, unless everyone pits at this point, we will be doing all right. Doesn't look like anybody else is pitted though. Although they all look like they're on hards. No, they're all soft. Here we are, taking up the rear. Come on, let me see your tyres. I want to see what you're on. If you've gone to mediums, it looks like there's a bit of degradation on the tyres, but if you guys have gone to mediums and stuff, it looks like you have, so looks like you may have taken a pit stop, which would have worked out well for you.
Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Tyres sitting there alright, they're nearly at optimum. Come on. Jesus. And away we go.
So Marcus is in the pits.
Oh, I nearly fucking crashed into him. Take on the inside here. No. So Marcus is in the pits. So we've already gained up some spots as we try and look over you. Oh, where did he come from? He just hit us on the inside. I would think you'd have to give that back. Jesus, and we've got an illegal overtake.
Give that place back, I'm afraid. That was an illegal overtake.
Oh, that's bullshit is what that was. Hits us on the inside of the line, so that's all right. We'll catch him again as we come along now, sitting to 15th again. So far the plan's worked, and they've all pitted just after the safety car's gone in, which seems ridiculous, but AI is what AI is, so let's see if they all catch it up there. We're on the hard, so we might be having to do some defending maybe a bit early if they can catch up. And then our tyres should come alive. Sitting at the temperatures, they look like they're at optimum temperatures now, which isn't too great for us, I suppose, but we'll take what we can take. So we'll see what everyone else does here. I'm sure there's going to be a few that are going to have to pit. Joe too slow. We're going to take him here now, finally. So we go out a little bit wider to give him a little bit of space so we don't take each other out, and away we go. We're into 14th now. So looking to take down Sargent. And we will, around about here, I think we'll take him along the inside as we go along that one and successfully take that one. I think there's a little bit of contact there as he fights us, but that doesn't help. Now we're looking at Bottas. We're sitting in a good position here. That safety car may have helped us. I think the decision to go on the hards is probably the good decision in the end. As we come along up to this one now, is not the corner to try and take Bottas. Sargent taking a good long look down our inside, but nothing's happening for him. So we go a little bit off the track and come back around to the last corner. Can we get Bottas here? Surely DRS is enabled. No, but we're fast enough anyway, and off we go.
DRS has been enabled. DRS is now enabled.
That move seems to work for us down there. We've got that straight line speed, and that's working for us on the tail end of the pack here. As we look at Lawson's rear end again, and Piastri up there in front of us. The two we worked so hard to get past. Ricciardo, Sonoda up in front of us as well. It's all right, we'll work to get past these guys again. They're going to have to pit again. Piastri will have to at some point as well. We've gone a little bit later onto these. We would have been pitting right about now anyway, so this has kind of worked out better for us. In the end, oh no, as we stuff up that corner, which allows Bottas, who's behind us, to take another look at us, but we managed to save it just. Still not catching up to Lawson here. Not doing great. We were doing all right. We've lost our momentum considering. Better than crashing out, I suppose, which was going to be the next case. All right, DRS range is in. Come and fly around here. Come on, Lawson. You're not going to do it, are you? Lawson defends the line that we wanted.
The car behind is dropping back. We're seeing a gap starting to form.
And he's starting to slow down on those softs, so Verstappen takes the fastest lap. Hamilton takes it straight back off him. All right, we'll go along the outside here. Do we get there in time? Ooh, we have to pull out of that one. The idea was there, but he defended that, and we went off track a little. We want to save these tyres as best we can. These tyres of Lawson's aren't doing well. We'll get him in the next few corners, if not on that straight again. Now he defends us well, but we go over to the outside. Force him onto the inside of this one, which forces us onto the wrong one as we go out wide, trying to cover him off, but it worked. He had to brake, and we take that spot. It wasn't perfect, but we'll take it as we look at Oscar again. Surely some of these people have to be pitting soon.
We're catching the car ahead. Well done, but be aware these tyres need to get us to the end of this race.
Yeah, understood. Oh, Ricciardo slowing down on those softs as we nearly take Piastri out. We'll move up past him because of what Ricciardo's done. A little bit of contact with Piastri there as we try to get back on the line, which wasn't ideal, but nothing from the stewards there. No warnings, no penalties, so we'll continue on. And we'll try now and get past Ricciardo as quickly as we can. You can see he was sliding around on those softs a bit earlier. We've got DRS here. It's probably not the spot to try and take him though, as we break that early. Oscar's sitting there looking at us, trying to get past us as well. There's the 3 Australians here looking to duke it out. Oh, we've got Ricciardo here. We'll go along to the outside. Oh, back on the inside as a few go into the pit. And we'll take him the same way we took him the first time, a little bit faster into that corner than we wanted, and we managed to do it. So now we're looking for Hulkenberg, who's sitting there in, oh my God, we've jumped right up the ladder here. Hulkenberg in second as we sit in third. So there's a few that need to PTA, so there's nothing that we need to do that's stupid. Just keep our head and we should be able to then try and ride out the rest of this race in relative safety, depending on how well we're doing our tyres. That would not have helped. 15% for the tyres, which isn't amazing. We've still got over just about half the race to go. So a little bit of tyre savings going to have to come into this now, because I don't need to take Albon and Hulkenberg. They'll be pitting this lap. We'll just take it a little bit easier than we normally would have as they peel off. And our strategy after that all seemed to work. We took the 5-second penalty and away we go. Everyone dashes off into the pits now for the last 10 laps to go into their mediums. Norris is 6 seconds behind, I think it says there, 7. As we're trying to save a bit of our tyres now, save a little bit of an overtake. I feel like our tyres are probably going to edge it out to the end there. I've got to be careful of the edges of this track. It's been happened a few times where we've nearly done it, so try and tyre save as much as we can and keep an eye on those times behind us for Verstappen. If he gets within 2-3 seconds, we'll have to stop our tyre saving strategy. We don't really have to worry too much. So after an eventful start of this race, about halfway through we've managed to find our way to the front. A few good overtakes there from the back of the pack, but it seems that our strategy's worked out, so good to trust in the process. We'll continue to work our tyres so that we're not stretching them out too much. We're already at 20. So we definitely don't have the space there to pit and go again. So we got 10 laps to go, and we got about 10% more before they start crapping out. So it looks like our rear tyres are doing alright. It's our front tyres that are stressed up. As Verstappen, Norris takes over Verstappen, and we're sitting within 6.8 seconds still, so continue what we're doing. It seems to be working.
0.3 seconds.
And keep charging this car. As Norris falls back down to 7 seconds. Oh, a little bit too wide on that one, so that's going to help Norris, and that a little mistake there from us. See them capitalise on that. Got 10 more laps and we would have aced this, so we did really well at the start there, not to crash and fall out behind everyone. God. We don't need to go so hard.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilise some of this energy. Come on.
Keep an eye on that one. He gets within 2 to 3 seconds. We're going to have to stop limping around on these tyres, but we've got the time now, so. There we go, still going alright. Within 6 seconds. We've still got plenty enough in our tyres. He's coming at a rate of knots, so. I'll start using some of this to get rid of some of the. Alright, not bad. It looks like Norris is still catching us. Verstappen's chasing him. We're still a little bit way in front of everyone else. And it looks like our saving's gone right to the rear as we stuff up that corner completely. And now that they're within 3.9, I think we can now take off a bit. Let's see how this plays out. I was hoping to get to lap 20 before we had to go again. But it looks like we've got some of that tyre life, so we had some pace. But our tyres have been fairly old and getting worn out more, so we might need a few extra seconds. As we power along. Nearly 5 seconds between us and Verstappen, with Norris in the middle there. Who seems to be hounded by Russell now. Verstappen falling down the line. When we get to the straight, I will find out what's happening with our teammate. So we narrow it down to 5 laps to go.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 9.0 seconds. They're on old mediums. They're 8th. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 13.2.
Well, we've kept them at 4.2 seconds, 8th, which is points for us as well. Can we get the win out of this after a horrible qualifying? Our tyres just continue to fall away. Could be an interesting way home with 4 seconds left. 4 seconds between us and Russell. He gets it in 4 seconds now, so I'm glad we weren't trying to hold our tyres up for too long. It's going to be a mad dash home by the looks of it, so. Horrible. Russell 4.2 falls away. but then gets right back in close. So this is by no means all wrapped up yet. Get off that ripple strip. God, that could have been the end of our race. Our rear tyres now have caught up with our front tyres. We're going to be struggling on the way home now. So how many laps we got left? 4. A little bit out of Russell's, real life Russell's book, and go the long one after that on the one stop way earlier than everyone else. Lap 4 we pitted. Worked out for us, we're sitting in front, but now we're going to be fighting for our way home. To be fair, Russell hasn't made up any ground yet on us. He's still sitting down about 4 seconds away from us, just under. And Norris and Verstappen have fallen even further back, so that's worked out pretty well for us so far, as long as we can keep Russell where he is. We've had a few. I remember Verstappen a few races ago come and took us on the last lap, and took that first, while we fought everyone else behind us. Piastri and everyone else behind us was second spot. We managed to keep the second spot then, but we really, unfortunately, didn't work out to us. It didn't work out for us. The pit strategies that we had back then wouldn't work. And at the moment, we're looking at a pit strategy that could have worked, considering whatever that happened with the safety car and everything like that. But that doesn't necessarily mean we will, and as long as we continue to keep off these ripple strips and near the gravel, we'll be fine. As we still keep him within 4 seconds. Hopefully it doesn't get any closer. 7.3 seconds now between us and Norris, who is in third place. As Mark comes on the radio to tell us that our grip levels on our tyres will start to worsen as we've, oh Jesus, yeah, I can feel that. 23 laps in, we've got 3 laps to go. Just got to hold it in for a little bit longer. And I'll be really annoyed if this has all been on mute this time. Check out the end of this lap. I mean, if anyone's watching, feel free to put in the chat that you can hear me. And if you don't, then I'm going to have to check to make sure it's on. As our tyres really getting to work out here.
Okay, that's us with 5 laps of fuel remaining. 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps of fuel, we got this. Alright. No, we're on. Very good. As it looks like. Oh no! Hit the gravel on that corner. That is not going to help us in the slightest. Oh, a little bit of a stuff up now. There's not what we needed. Second last lap. The danger period for us here, guys. As it's happened to us plenty of times before. As you can see, it was Russell was storming home to us, but we've managed to get our speed and our momentum back somehow. Russell is trying to catch us as we come closer to the final few corners and the last lap. Careful, careful. Ooh, Jesus. Alrighty, last lap, here we come. Russell is closing that gap. Can we storm this home? Doesn't matter about our tyres now, we'll turn that off. Power this all the way home. Last thing we need is to hit the gravel now. Safe around that corner. Here it comes. Oh, Russell's still coming in closer. It's probably the closest he's been, but it might be too late. Ooh, as we stuff that corner up. You'll slide around that corner. You can see him in our revision mirror. He slips into under 3 seconds. As we come around that final corner, what a win! What a win!
Oh, superb driving. That is the race win, my friend. Well done.
A difficult race then on a circuit that demands take the win here today. So Natalie, what do you think helped them deliver this result?
Well, what an amazing race today. Everywhere you looked, there were masterful overtakes, so daring, so controlled. Late on the brakes always keeps us on the edge of our seats.
Well, what a thrilling end to an incredible Grand Prix weekend. Our top 3 finishers should be incredibly happy with what they were able to achieve out there today.
So before we get into what happened, us first, Armstrong 8th, us charging up there for 3 points behind Hamilton, Armstrong still staying in 10th, and we take Ferrari for 4th spot on the championship ladder. What more could you ask for? Looking back on the race, jumping out of the role playing for a second, maybe the difficulty is too low going back into it. The pit stop happening at the exact time that we crashed was probably what helped us. It let us keep in touch with everyone who hadn't pitted yet. And then them pitting while we're on the hards probably saved our race, honestly. A few other bits and pieces that happened during the race, all the overtakes and stuff like that were pretty clean. This was like an overtake central. So what a race to have watched, and it really got us through to the end there. The last two, on the last few laps, ducking off into pit was really unfortunate for them. That got us the win, which is exactly what we needed. That's awesome result for the team. Armstrong getting some points again. What more could you ask for in this race? I had a little bit of everything, but I will have to look at that difficulty level. Maybe I've got it a little too easy. I'm trying to get it where I'm not getting dominated, but I'm not dominating either, and it's hard to find that balance. One more up and I'll get smashed. So maybe it's what I have to do, and maybe I'll get better that way. Challenge myself, as they say. All right, guys, thank you for joining us for the race 14 in the Netherlands. Hope you enjoyed it. As usual, follow us on Twitch to see all the races live during the F1 season, on TikTok to see all the highlights when they drop, and on Instagram for updates. Please follow us and subscribe to us on YouTube so that you can see all our races as they pop back up and relive all the moments and everything like that as well. Plus, check out everything else we're doing. All right, guys, thank you very much for being with us today, and I will see you on track next time.
PlayStation